So we're starting a podcast. We've been planning this thing for, I don't know, probably a month. We got a whole bunch of podcast equipment. We're ready to start it, but we haven't been able to find a spot where we want to set up the podcast. We don't have any space to do like a dedicated setup. So the solution we came up with was to build another rolling desk, mount the podcast setup mostly to that desk. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing today. That's why we went to Home Depot. Get some materials to build a desk. So hopefully I can slam this together real quick. I don't really have plans. I'm gonna build it just like the other desk. I have some measurements of the space, the max space I can use, but I'm just gonna be kind of freestyling, throwing it together. A real tiny desk. I don't know how tall I want the desk to be yet, so I'm quite literally building this thing on the fly. We might put a desktop computer at the bottom of the desk, so I guess I need to go measure our desktop computer and see how tall it is. Here is our old desktop computer. We got a new computer because this one kind of wasn't strong enough to edit videos, but it's strong enough to just record and stream, but editing vlogs and things like that, oh my goodness, pain in the butt in that computer. So this might become our podcasting computer. 15 inches tall, but then it has these drives at the top of it. You might want to leave space in case we want to plug stuff into the top of the computer. But there's probably enough in the back that we won't need the top, but let's just give ourselves a little headroom. All right, need to leave ourselves about 3 inches if we want to plug stuff into the top of the computer. So 18 inches. 18 inches, the inside height of the desk. Like you see how the desk is built, it's gonna be taller than 18 inches. We're gonna need 18 inches of space down here. This is our new computer. But we're gonna need 18 inches of space down here, which means the desk will be taller because it has wheels, which are about 5 inches tall, and then it's gonna have a top, which is about 1.5 inches or so. So there we have it. Those are the dimensions of the desk. I got my wood all cut up. Now it's just time to put it together. This is a pretty quick desk build, especially since I bought the top that was already shaped to the size I needed it. So I don't have to get plywood and cut out a top or get a bunch of planks and cut out a top. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty quick. I've been out here maybe 15 minutes and now all we gotta do is screw it all together. The hardest thing about building this desk is there's so many bugs out here. I'm getting bit up by mosquitoes. There's 1,000 ants on the ground. Look at all these ants. There's ants everywhere. So bugs are crawling all over me. It's weird. Some of the ants are fire ants, some of them are not. Those don't look like the fire ants. So that's good. If not, I would have to get rid of the fire ants before building this. I'm almost done. Now I just need to put the top and the bottom of the desk on. Those white boards. Oh, and then some wheels. Top, bottom, wheels, and I'll be done. I am all done. Now it's time to start a podcast. Now I'm putting the mobile podcast studio together. I already put the camera on the desk. I threw the computer down there. It's not plugged in, just making sure it fits. But now I gotta hook up the lights and hopefully the microphones, but the microphones might have to be standalone on the side, we'll see. See, it is coming together. Most likely, I'm gonna be sitting right here. So we need one light facing me, one light facing Lex. Lex is gonna be where Nyla is. Eventually Lex will come sit next to me while Jack's sleeping, and then we'll fine tune everything, tweak it, make sure everything's facing us, and then we're good to go. Then when we set up, because last time we tried to shoot a podcast, I set up everything just by hand on tripods. It took like an hour to set up. By the time I set up, Jack woke up, so we couldn't shoot the podcast. But if we have it already ready on a desk, roll it out, turn everything on, that'll take 5 minutes to set up. So then we can set up very quickly and actually shoot podcasts because we don't have a babysitter, we don't have family and friends in town, so we can only shoot while Jack is sleeping. So we need a quick setup, boom. Oh, he's sleeping? Okay, let's shoot a podcast real quick. And then he wakes up, you know, it is what it is. All right, so here is the mostly finished product. Set up in one day, just a couple hours. You got 2 microphones, 2 lights, and a camera and a computer downstairs.
I think it works. Boom.
I think so. And then when we put it up, we just swivel these back in like this.
La 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 la.
Swivel
Oh,
in.
he reached for it.
Oh, he reached for the mic. Check, check.
Hello.
Want to say anything?
Hello. I like it. I like it. I can't believe you came up with this. I'm sorry, you came up with stuff out of thin air.
That's what you gotta do when you don't got space. He loves the mic. What was the hardest thing about live streaming? 4 days a week. That's how we used to do it.
I would say the hardest thing was